Hey guys, Oblivion here, coming at you with a deck profile on my Worm deck for the September 2013 format. Uh, First of all, before I get started with the deck profile, I want to say thank you to InfectedXenon for allowing me to be on his channel. Like always, as many of you guys know, me and Xenon we know each other in real life. We go to locals and stuff like that. He's a pretty chill guy. He's pretty cool. So yeah, you guys should totally give this video a like, rate, a like, and a comment, and maybe he'll have me back on his channel. And if you guys have time, come and check out my channel. I do a lot of deck profiles, a lot of duels. I do also do local duels, like the real life duels sometimes, and real life deck profiles. Right now my computer's kind of messed up with the mic, but I'm trying my best to get it fixed. So hopefully you guys would understand that, and I'm pretty sure my link to the channel will be somewhere down in the description. But guys, like this video, give Xenon so he can know that you guys like my videos. Maybe he'll have me back on his channel. So thanks again, man, for allowing me to be on your channel. And yeah. So anyways, guys, let's talk about the deck. This is gonna be on my worm build, like I told you. The deck itself is really good. Like it's mostly traps, and they have their own judgment, which is literally why they're viable. I'll be going over that. And I mean, the deck's great. The deck is super cheap. You really could build the deck. The main deck, you could build them in like less than $30, and the extra probably like around, I want to say like maybe around 20, 25. I literally spend on the whole deck around 20. I mean, on the whole deck probably like around 60. So it is a budget deck, and it's budget friendly. So if you guys like control build, this is the deck for you. So anyways, guys, I'm going to be going over the main, the extra, and the side deck for this video. I'm going to try to make it kind of short, but you know that never really happens. So yeah, let's get started with it. So for the main worms, the main worm of the deck, we're running 3 Worms X. Worms X, you have to run it at 3. He's literally your +1. He's the Foolish Burial for worms. When you normal summon him, you could send a worm monster from your deck to your grave. And when you control face-up worm YuGiOh on the field, he cannot be destroyed by battle. Since you run the 3 Zex, you have to run the 3 Carteros. I'm sorry, the 3 Zex, you have to run the 3 YuGiOh. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, 3 YuGiOh. I guess you could call these guys the Bonnie and Clyde of the deck. You have to run 3 of each. YuGiOh is, like I said, your +1. You normal summon the Zex, you send the YuGiOh. YuGiOh's effect states that when he's in the graveyard and the only monster you control is a Zex, you could special summon him in face down defense position. And then when he gets flipped face up, you get to bounce back a monster your opponent controls to the hand. And if he were to be destroyed in any means, and he was special summoned by his own effect, he gets banished instead. But the little play that we like to do here is kind of combo it with Nebula. First turn, you get to draw your 2 cards with Zex. You set your Zex and your YuGiOh again. Draw 2 cards, special summon Worm King, and then next turn you could kind of go into an XYZ with Zex and YuGiOh. So yeah, but that's later on. I'll go over the actual trap. We're also running 3 Worm Carteros. Now this could be debatable. I like to run 3 Worm Carteros just because I'm running a monster count of 15, and I need to open up Worm Zex. Like, you will need to open up Zex because he's your main monster. Also, his effect is like when he gets flipped up, it's a flip effect. So when he gets flipped, add 1 level 4 lower Worm monster from your deck to your hand. So he deck thins and he combos off Nebula. You can't really plus off Nebula with Zex. The only monsters you could plus off Nebula is with the Carteros and with the YuGiOh. So let's say you have a Carteros set and a YuGiOh set. You flip Nebula back up. Carteros gets its search, YuGiOh gets its bounce, and then during the end phase you flip them both face down. You draw your 2 cards, you special summon, and then you could reuse it next turn. So that's why Nebula is such a great card. It makes the deck so viable. And for the last worm, I guess you could call it the Worm Boss monster, even though I don't think so. I think the Worm Boss is actually Zex. 1 Worm King. Now, this could go up to debate. I like the 1 Worm King. I don't like 2. Many people could say that it makes your Nebula plays less explosive. But really, Worm King, you hate drawing this guy. You hate drawing it. But even if you draw, you could waste a Carteros, a face-up Carteros. Its effect states that you could tribute 1 face-up worm monster to normal summon this guy. Also, you can tribute 1 worm monster from your 1 worm monster you control to destroy a card on the field. He's a 2700 body. He's 8 stars, so he's not that bad. But it's good. I honestly would only run him at 1, just because 2 you increase the likelihood of drawing him. I just don't like that. I would rather have more space for something else. For the 1-for-1s, we're running 1 Thunder King. It's a great card. I would run it at 2 if we could run it at 2. I really do recommend running this guy because opening this guy is amazing. 1 Honest because they're all lights and they never expect Honest. I don't know why. 1 Tecton DD Warrior Lady. On the second place of the second Worm King, I decided to run DD Warrior Lady in the main just because it's a great card. Gets rid of Ophion, Grunixes, or Nephthys because, you know, all those stuff. And yeah, I mean, DD Warrior Lady is a great card to get rid of problematic monsters. That's really all I could say. And for the hand traps, you're running 2 Effect Veilers just because I really dislike traps. I really dislike effects. I'm sorry, guys. So 2 Effect Veilers. They're also a level 1 tuner if you ever need to go into it. So that's it for the monster, guys. That is a monster count of 15. It is kind of low, but you do have a lot of stuff to search out. So we're also running 3 Pot of Duality. This deck does not special summon at all, except for the occasional Yagen. Well, not occasional, because you do special Yagen a lot. The occasional XYZ plays. So 3 Duality is a must. Like I said, you need to open up your Zex and your Nebula. Really, all you need to get your combo started off is a Zex and a Nebula, which is 2 cards, and that's easy to do. So Pot of Duality is a really great card. We're also running 3 MST because you need your Zex play to go through. You need your Zex Yagen combo to go through. So MST just hits those annoying cards like Vanity's Emptiness, Safe Zones, or any sort of thing like that. We're also running 2 Forbidden Lands. Guys, I'm sorry about the 1 proxy. Hopefully you guys understand and don't mind as much. But yeah, 2 Forbidden Lands. This works as an extra trap as well. If you to keep your Zex alive, you need your Zex to be alive. So Forbidden Lance is also good when on the normal summon if they bottomless or fiendish. You know, you can still special summon, so it's all good. And for the 1-for-1s of the spells, running 1 Book of Moon and 1 Dark Hole because they're pretty stable. I mean, Book of Moon you could even combo it off Yagen if need be, and that's it. So yeah, that's 10 spells. And now for the huge trap lineup of 16, we're running 16 spells. The main trap of the deck. W Nebula Meteorite. This card makes worms broken. You need to open this card. It's a great card to open. It's the Judgment, except less broken because it cannot be searched out from the deck. Nebula states that flip all face-down monsters on the field to face-up defense. During the end phase of that turn, flip all light reptile monsters you control face down into defense position and then draw 1 card for each. So usually we'll draw 2 cards with the Zex and Yagen play. That's why it's kind of considered a +1. And then you special summon 1 level 7 or higher worm type monster from your deck, which would be the Worm King. Yeah, that's really all I could say. To be honest, good worm players 80% of the time would say that you never really you win games not even by seeing Nebula. I never see Nebula. I don't know why. You win games mostly because of the Yagen control and the basically the huge amount of traps that you run and just the amount of field control you possess. That's how you win. But Nebula just makes it so much better. We're running 2 Fiendish Chains for the protective traps because, again, effective. I really don't like effects, and this also stops attacks. 2 Mirror Forces just for protection. 2 Deep Prisons, protection. You got to protect your Zex. 2 Offering to the Snake Deity because it's really good if they decide to like bottomless your Zex, effect Veil your Carteros, do something to your Worm King. It's the Icarus attack for reptiles. Tribute 1. Destroy 1 face-up reptile monster you control to destroy 2 cards on the field. 2 Call the Haunted. Now these 2 cards are supposed to be Vanity's Emptiness, but I don't feel like spending like $15 on common. So I decided to go for 2 Call the Haunteds. They're really good. They allow you to go for your Zex play to reborn Zex and then get your Yagen play off, or reborn your Worm King and just kind of do shenanigans from there. Or, you know, it's really cool stuff what you could do with Call the Haunted. And for the 1 traps, we're running 1 Torrential and 1 Compulse. So assuming you're running 4 Compulses in the deck. And that's the main deck, guys. That's the main deck of 40. For the extra deck now, we're running 2 Star Liege. I'm going to go a little bit quicker because the video is kind of dragging on. 2 Star Liege. It's a great card. 2 King of the Feral because it searches out your reptiles. Your whole deck is reptiles. 1 Omega. I never really needed two. I guess you can run two, but you never really need to. One M7 just kind of overlay on top of Omega. One Crazy Bucks because I run Deck Deviant in the side deck. One Cowboy, Utopia. Black Ship of Corn, thank you 10. One Pappy, and one Maestroke. And for the last, this is supposed to be a Diamond Dire Wolf, but I can't get my hands on it because freaking InfectedXenon stole my Diamond Dire, but whatever. So, yeah, the one Catastrophe, because you do run the one tuner. For the side deck, I run two Soul Release. I always like Soul Release more than DD Crow. Soul Release just deals with a lot more decks. It deals with Prophecy, it deals with Boojins. So yeah, that's why Soul Release is really good. The second, DD Warrior Lady. Two Kaikos, the Ghost Destroyer, of course. Two Falsadina, because it's a flip effect to destroy all special summon monsters, so it combos great with Nebula when you flip it. And my favorite monster on the side deck, two Flying Seas, because it deals with a lot of problematic decks. Okay, now for the traps of the side deck, we're running two Deck Devi, because I actually heard some decks to be you'll be surprised. I might actually take these guys out though. Two Rivalry, deals with Evil Swarms and Constellars. Two DNA Surgery, because you know Prophecy and Boojins are a thing. And two Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, but I only have the one. So yeah, guys, that's it for the main deck and the side deck and the extra deck. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think of the deck profile. And like I said, if you guys did enjoy, come and check out my channel. And thanks again, InfectedXenon, for allowing me to be on your channel. This has been Oblivion. Catch you guys later. Deuces.